and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 36, Carr. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. At the 43-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's Barkley on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Ladies! Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check it back, check it back.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey. 26 Mike.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a play fake. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr escaping the pressure right. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Fournette, a 1st down carry.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st down, Washington.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running left, it's Barkley. Gets by him at the 25, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, 22!
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, watch 7.
Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. This looks like a free play for Stafford. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
54, Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike, 54. Mike,
Zebra! Pick me up!
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
you must get.
Hey!
Hey, watch
Hey, Red!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Mike 54. Mike
Our
54.
score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
54. Mike 54.
Wait! Hey, easy, easy!
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Hurry!
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Drill right, 22!
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Watch the slant, watch the slant! Hey, middle!
54.
Stafford now to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. A first down carry for Barkley. Good footwork at the 30. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's a party now. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come.
Hey, easy.
Coming.
Zebra.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Oh, it don't matter.
And then off to the races down the right side. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Right there, 54. Right there.
Hey, 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 hey.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
10.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
On 1st down, Barkley. 64 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw into the hands of Henry here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is my low, baby.
Touchdown! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Washington 27, Steelers 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary didn't really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
50-50.
54 is mine.
Middle.
Watch 54, watch 54.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm going to run you over.
Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 79 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. A nice little juke. Fighting through and he's got space. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On play action, now Carr. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 156 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Play action. Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch twist,
Easy. Omaha, remove.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. And this one complete to Smith.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Who that? Who that?
Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Hey. Here I come again. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Stafford. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Number right.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They run the counter. Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 54.
They snap it to Stafford. To Barkley on the check down. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got a